What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Imaginus here, and today I am bringing you the third video in my little mini series called How to Get to the Boss. And we're playing a little Extinction mode here. So this is episode 1 called Nightfall. So not to be too confusing here, episode 1 is the downloadable content released on January 28th for Xbox users, and I believe at the end of February for PC and PlayStation users. But this is episode 3 of my own personal YouTube series called How to Get to the Boss, where I'm teaching you guys how to get through the Extinction Nightfall episode 1. So I believe it's there's 4 episodes being released, one with each map pack or downloadable content that's coming out. The first one is called Onslaught that we're working with right now, and this episode again is called Nightfall. So if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, please click the link at the top of your screen right here. Once you click that, it's going to bring you back to the playlist, and you guys can take a look at the first 2 episodes because there is some good content in those episodes, as well as some great tips and strategy that you're going to need going throughout this gameplay on your way to the boss. So if you have seen the first 2 episodes, then you guys know that we just deflated the boss's ego, and he tucked his big bad alien boss tail between his legs, and he ran away. Also, if you have seen the first 2 episodes, then we're no longer mutual acquaintances. This is our 3rd date. We're actually really good friends now. So I do appreciate you guys watching. It honestly means the world to me. You know, I do this for me at the end of the day. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy, you know, putting the clips in Sony Vegas and figuring it all out. And I had absolutely no experience with this type of stuff before, so I'm just learning as I go here, as much as hopefully you guys are learning about Call of Duty and Extinction and everything like that as we go too. But I do enjoy it. I do it for me. The commentary, however, is solely for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy the commentary. Please let me know. Throw something in the comments. Do you like the commentary? Do you think I'm doing all right? You know, do I sound okay? Where can I improve? You know, what do you really enjoy? What don't you enjoy? Let me know. Give me an idea. Any feedback is welcome. Criticism, chirping, whatever you got, go ahead and throw it down there. I'll appreciate it regardless of what it is. But let's get to the strategy here, my friends. So you'll notice that obviously you saw episode 2. You know, we deflated the boss. He dropped a big briefcase full of money. So what we did right away is we ran over, instead of getting the money right away, that's a big error, don't do that. We ran over and chose the next hive that we were going to use. On the way to choose the next hive, I took a couple pot shots at a big rhino on the roof, and he came down to attack us, so we had to drop our sentry guns, take care of the big rhino. The big rhinos are tough. You know, they're not easy to kill. The big rhinos and this blue creature that you see right here that I'm going to talk about in a minute are definitely the toughest to kill. Sentry guns, IMSs, those are the best ways, so make sure you got those set up and, you know, eliminate that rhino right away. Then come over, pick the hive you're going to use. We've picked the one right below us here. On this platform, there's one below and one above, so these are the first 2 that we're going to take down. And set up your sentry guns. As soon as we set up the sentry guns, we set up the traps, and then we run back, and well, before we set up the traps, we run back and we grab the money in the briefcase to top us off to our $6,000 budget. So that's very important. Make sure you go and set up, you know, go spend some money before you pick up. If you're at $5,700, there's no point in picking up that briefcase because you get $300. If you go and you spend $2 grand and you're down to $4,000 and you go to that briefcase, it'll give you $2,000. So that briefcase is pretty magical. It doesn't just give you a set amount of dollars, it just tops you up. I don't know if it always tops you up to $6 grand. I've never been to it with like $200 and it gave me $5,800 because I've just never had $200. But it's given me $1,000, it's given me $2,000, so I think it tops you up regardless. But go put your sentry guns up at the next hive that you're going to use. Go put your IMSs or whatever you got. Get your ammo out. You know, throw a briefcase of armor for your buddies, and then go back and grab your cash to top yourself up. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is something that you can pick up when you search around the little boxes all over the map. So you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, I think I have, it's tough to see on the video editing screen that I got right now, but I know I got a flare there and maybe a couple canisters of like concussion grenades or something like that. But what I want to talk about is the Hypno knife and that blue character that you saw, that blue alien that was running around. Now, this is very important. A Hypno Knife, again, is something that you can pick up when you're searching the boxes in the corners of the maps. I have the flare right now. What the flare does is, again, I mentioned it in the other one, but just to go over it real quick. You throw it out there, and the aliens are mesmerized and attracted to it. They don't come after you. They go and stare at the flare, so you can take your pot shots at them and kill them. If you get the Hypno Knife, though, just looks like a little butter knife or a little steak knife in the bottom corner there. It'll replace that flare. You cannot have both of them. And basically what that's going to do is when you throw it at an enemy, that enemy becomes an ally. So this is how you get people on your team, or aliens on your side, I should say. Now, you cannot do it in the boss. You cannot throw it into the Rhino. So you got to pick one of 3 other characters. So we have the Scorpions, that guy right there that I'm shooting at. That's got the yellow toxic venom that he spews out. Not a bad call at all. We have the Hunter aliens, the normal guys that are sort of red. And then we have guys like this right here, the blue guy. Now, although that didn't seem very tough to kill that guy, it's because he got electrocuted. But those guys are extremely hard to kill. And the reason is because they have increased health in comparison to the rest of them. And when they jump, they actually go invisible in midair until they land. So when they take off, you can see them. In midair, you have no idea where they're going, unless you kind of, you can guesstimate where they might land based on where they started jumping from. And but they go invisible in the air. So they're great allies to have, great aliens to have on your team. So if you're going to use the Hypno Knife, I suggest using it on them, and I suggest using it on a higher level. Don't use it on the first 5 or 6 hives. Use it on, 7 through 10 or 12 or however many there are before you get to the big bad boss at the end. So definitely a good strategy there. Now, the 2 hives that we picked here, you'll notice that my friends, or the people that I partnered up with here in this public match, they weren't my friends before this match, are using sentry guns. Again, the best thing to do. I put my IMSs near the actual hive because I don't have a sentry gun, but if I did, that's what I would be using. But the smartest thing that they did here is that they put it on this metal gate. Now, because my friends here are constantly using traps, they got 2 fire traps going below, and they got this gate fired with electricity, or hooked up with a current of electricity here. So when these aliens come and jump on here, the majority of the time when that trap is active, and they try to jump on that sentry gun and destroy that sentry gun, it actually doesn't destroy the sentry gun because it's electrocuting them. So that is a brilliant thing to do. You'll notice later on in one of the episodes down the road, how to get to the boss, you'll see that they use that one inside the warehouse here, and we're on the top hive. It's basically an elevated platform in the middle of the warehouse. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. You guys can see it when we get there. Now, again, you guys have also seen me upgrade some things, so I want to talk a little bit about that. The upgrading is simple. Talk to the people that you're with and make sure that you guys are upgrading different things. I like to upgrade so that my ammo and everything does more damage and I get faster reloads. That's extremely important if you're going to pick up like the LSAT or any other kind of slow reloading weapons. And then armor is a big one for me because I think 2 of us are doing armor, and one's doing medical and one's doing ammo, and then everybody needs to upgrade either their sentry guns or their IMSs or whatever they have in that case. But we just defeated these 2 hives, guys. Dropping some money here. I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See me later. Imagine us out.